Hey everyone, this update is extremely important, so please listen closely. December is not just the last month of the year. It's the month that decides what your money will look like in 2026. And this time, Social Security has just released new payment dates for SSI, SSDI, and retirement benefits. And some of these changes will affect your check more than most people realize. But before we dive in, let me ask you something honestly. Do your Social Security benefits stretch far enough each month? Or do you feel like everything is getting more expensive while your income stays the same? Tell me in the comments. You're not alone. Millions feel the same way. All right, let's break everything down step by step because December 2025 includes new payment dates, new COLA, new Medicare costs, new taxes, and multiple rule changes that overlap. And if you miss even one small detail, you could end up with less money in your pocket without knowing why. New payment dates just released for December 2025. SSI plus SSDI plus retirement. Let's start with the biggest update. SSI December 2025 payment schedule. Because January 1st is a federal holiday, SSI recipients will receive 2 checks in December. December 1st, regular SSI payment. December 31st, January 2026 SSI payment paid early. Yes, it feels like a bonus check, but it's not extra. It's simply paid early. Social Security, retirement, and SSDI payment dates based on birthdays. The new confirmed schedule for December 2025, December 3rd, if you receive benefits before May 1997, December 10th. Birthdays 1 Saint to 10th. December 17th, the birthdays 11th to 20th, December 24th. Birthdays 21st to 31st. And yes, December 24th is the correct date, even though it's Christmas week. Now, payment dates are just the first part. Let's talk about how much your check will actually be. Because this is where things get tricky. The 2026 Cost of Living Adjustment, COLA, has been officially set at 2.8%. And while it may sound like a decent increase on paper, the real impact is more complex than most people realize. With this adjustment, the average monthly Social Security retirement benefit is expected to rise from approximately $2,015 to around $2,071, giving retirees roughly $56 more per month, while SSI recipients will also see increases. The maximum federal benefit for individuals will move from $943 to $969, and for couples from $1,415 to $1,458. These numbers may look encouraging, but here's the part almost no one talks about. Even though the COLA technically raises your check, many seniors won't actually feel this increase because the cost of essential items like groceries, rent, utilities, and especially healthcare has been rising faster than the COLA itself. In reality, this raise gets absorbed by inflation before it even reaches your hands, meaning the extra amount often doesn't translate to more spending power or financial relief. It simply helps you keep up, and sometimes it doesn't even manage to do that. Even with the COLA, most seniors say life still feels harder because the COLA is based on the CPIW, which tracks workers, not retirees. Workers spend more on gasoline and transportation. Retirees spend more on healthcare, prescriptions, and housing, the exact things rising fastest. That's why 3 out of 4 older adults say a 3% raise doesn't keep up with real-life inflation. Medicare hike for 2026 will eat part of your raised Medicare. Part B is expected to rise to $206.50 per month in 2026, up from $185. That's about a $21 increase. So imagine this. You get plus $56 from COLA. Medicare takes $21. You keep $35. And that is why many people say, I got a raise, but my check still feels the same. Because in reality, it almost is. Beginning with the 2026 tax year, seniors will see one of the biggest tax shifts in decades, a brand new $6,000 automatic deduction exclusively for Americans aged 65 and older. This benefit applies on top of the standard deduction, which means you don't need itemized expenses to qualify. Married couples, where both spouses are 65 or older, will receive a combined $12,000 deduction, significantly lowering their taxable income. Economists explain that this single change will dramatically increase the number of seniors who owe no federal income tax at all, rising from roughly 64% today to nearly 88% starting in 2026. In simple terms, for most older adults, this is a major financial relief at a time when rent, groceries, and healthcare continue to climb. However, while this tax break puts more money directly into seniors' pockets, it also creates an unexpected ripple effect. Because federal income taxes help fund the Social Security system, lowering the taxable income of millions of retirees means the SSA will collect less revenue overall. According to early projections from the Social Security Administration, the new deduction could accelerate the trust fund depletion date by as much as 6 months, adding more long-term pressure to a system that is already strained by rising life expectancy and a shrinking worker-to-retiree ratio. This change won't reduce your benefits today, and your monthly payments will continue normally. But it does place additional stress on Social Security's long-term stability unless Congress acts in the coming years. Will federal taxes on benefits be eliminated? There is a bill called You Earned It, You Keep It Act. It proposes ending all federal taxes on Social Security starting with 2027 tax returns. But and this is important, it only works if lawmakers raise the payroll tax cap beyond $184,500. Congress is divided. Retirees love the proposal. Some politicians hate it. So this is still being debated. And December 2025 is right in the middle of the discussion. Which states still tax Social Security in 2025? 9 states still tax benefits. Colorado, Connecticut, Kansas, Minnesota, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, New Mexico, Rhode Island, but West Virginia completely ends the tax in 2026. Utah offers credits that reduce the tax for seniors. Where you live directly affects your check. The 2026 earnings test is one of the most misunderstood parts of Social Security, yet it can have a huge impact on how much money you receive if you continue working while collecting benefits. For seniors who begin receiving Social Security before reaching full retirement age, the new 2026 limit allows you to earn up to $24,480 from work without affecting your monthly check. However, if your earnings go above that amount, Social Security will temporarily withhold $1 for every $2 you earn over the limit, which often surprises people who suddenly see their checks reduced. In the calendar year you actually reach full retirement age, the system becomes more flexible with a higher earnings limit of $65,160, and the withholding rate becomes lighter, meaning Social Security will withhold $1 for every $3 you earn above that threshold. But once you officially reach full retirement age, everything changes. There are no more earning limits, no penalties, and no reductions, no matter how much you choose to work or how much income you generate. Many people don't realize that the money withheld before reaching retirement age is not lost forever. Social Security later recalculates your benefit and increases your monthly payment, so you eventually recover the amount that was withheld. This adjustment ensures that your lifetime benefits reflect the fact that some checks were temporarily reduced, making the earnings test a delay, not a loss in payment. SSDI earnings limits for 2026, non-blind $1,690 per month. Blind, $2,830 per month. These updates matter if you're trying to pick up part-time work. December is the best time to save money on Medicare. Open enrollment ends December 7th. Most people can save $20.50 a month or more by switching plans and not lose coverage. Many skip this because it's confusing, but honestly, it's real savings. December 2025, the most important to-do list. Check your My Social Security account before November 19th. Review your Medicare plan before December 7th. Adjust your budget. Prices won't go down. Set tax withholding if you want to avoid a surprise in April. Track payment dates, especially the December 31st SSI check. Doing these small things can save you hundreds. Social Security isn't just a government program. For millions of Americans, it is the foundation that keeps their lives stable. Around 40% of seniors depend on Social Security for more than 90% of their total income, meaning that without these monthly checks, everyday essentials like rent, medication, and groceries would become impossible to manage. Women in particular rely on these benefits even more than men due to lower lifetime earnings, career breaks for caregiving, and longer life expectancy. And with rising prices in housing, food, utilities, and healthcare, seniors feel the financial pressure more intensely than any other age group. Every dollar matters, and even small increases or delays in payments can have a major impact on their daily lives. This is why discussions about the future of the Social Security Trust Fund are so important and sometimes frightening. Experts warn that without action from Congress, the trust fund could face automatic reductions around 2032, potentially lowering benefit payments for millions of Americans. But here's the part many people forget. Congress has never allowed Social Security to fail, not once in its entire history. Every time the program has faced danger, lawmakers from both political parties have come together to protect it because the consequences of inaction would be devastating for older Americans, people with disabilities, and vulnerable families. The system may face challenges, but Social Security is simply too important, too relied upon, and too politically powerful for Congress to ignore. Thank you for spending this time with me. If this update helped you feel even a little more informed, more prepared, or more confident about what's coming in 2026, then don't stop here. Your financial security starts with staying aware. Every small step you take, understanding your benefits, checking your Social Security statements, reviewing your Medicare options, planning ahead, puts you in control, not the system. Most people wait until it's too late. You don't have to. So before you go, hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss a critical update that could impact your checks, your healthcare, or your retirement future. Your support helps this information reach more seniors who desperately need clarity. Drop a comment below. What's your biggest worry going into 2026? Payments, Medicare, cost of living, or something else? Take care of yourself today, and I'll see you in the very next update, hopefully with even better news.